These five things I'm going to be telling you now. Never you try it. Never you borrow money because of these five things I'm going to be mentioning now. A lot of people make a big mistake when borrowing money. If you are the type that borrows money because of these five things, check your life. There is problem. You have problem. There is something that is not good that happened in your life. So these five things I'm going to be mentioning now. If you are borrowing money because of it, stop it today after watching this video. And before I'll continue, please do me a favor to share the video. Like after watching and share the video. And God bless. That is the only thing you can do for me, okay? And follow the page. Thank you so much. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about borrowing money. Five things a lot of people make as a very small common mistake, and they do it, they don't know that it's a mistake. So if you are doing it, don't do it again. Never you, number one, never you borrow money. Never you borrow money because you want to do marriage. Never you borrow money to do marriage, like a traditional wedding, church wedding, or anything marriage. Never you borrow money to do what. If you want to marry, marry the one in your hand will reach. Marry the one you can be able to afford. After marry that woman, if that woman may say, like it tell you that let's do church wedding or court wedding or whatever, and you guys agree to do that, please afford, do it the way you can afford. Don't do it because she wants to make it to be like one in town. You know, a lot of women will go instead telling you that, you know, that this is once in a life. I want my wedding ceremony or my wedding reception to be this, that. And, you know, because of that, you go and borrow money to do it. So to make her happy, to make everybody know that your wedding is one in town. After borrowing the money, marry the woman, finish into all this show. And later you go and still continue. How can you people feed, pay house and do other things? So you keep on borrowing money. You see, it is not good because you gotta start from square one again. Never you do that. Do as your power reach. Do as your power reach. Okay. So number two, never you borrow money to pay your house rent. You see your house rent. If you can't afford where you are living, go and check for where you can be able to afford. If you are living in a bedroom flat, this, that, you don't afford it, please go and look for a place where you can afford so that you will not borrow money. Okay, if you borrow money and pay this month, next month you still borrow money. Some people will go extend far to borrow money to be paying your house and they will be accumulating the bills. Why the bill to pay the money back? Why you know that he cannot afford it? Please, can you just go and look for a place to stay that he can be able to afford? Something that you don't bring income. Don't borrow money and put money on it. Otherwise, he will remain as poor as a forever and ever. It can never go up because you keep on borrowing and pay your house rent. So it's better you afford, go and stay where you can afford so that you can pay your bills. Okay. Number three, never you borrow money. Never you borrow money to start a business. Never you borrow money to start a business. Never you try that. But it can borrow money to add in your business. It can borrow money to add in your business you have already started. If you borrow money and start business, you are owning it. That money you borrow that person, don't know what is all about. You don't know what is inside this stuff. Some people will go instead be borrowing money and you are taking your destiny, you are taking your star, taking everything. You will be trying, you will be holding. If you continue borrowing, because for you to make it so go and pay that money is very difficult. So don't borrow money and start business. Please be very, very careful. If you are doing business already and you needed money to invest more, then you can borrow money because you have already have that business. It can die because you are hoping to get from the one you have already. Use this one to add it, that business will come up more. But if to start business, don't try it. You are bringing very bad luck in your life. You are bringing first cost. It's very, very, don't know the kind of money you are borrowing. So never you don't hold already down if you are just starting business. So be very, very careful. It is not good. Okay. So number 4, you don't need to do. Never you try these things I'm just mentioning now to borrow money and do all these things because it will never give you a good result. So, there is something our people normally do, and it's very, very common, more especially in Igbo land, in my where I come from. It's very, very common when you see somebody sick, for them to even take care of that person. It is very difficult. People, they will be just, contemplating this one, whether this one will do, the other will not do. Immediately that person die, money will be flowing up and down to be burying that person. Then there are people also do this common thing that when somebody dies, maybe the family doesn't have much money. They don't have money to afford it because they make burial to become big ceremony. They make burial to become a job. That is, I don't know whether we are doing it. This one will not be past my, or this one will not be, they are celebrating deaths more than life. Some go far away to sell their lands, sell properties because somebody died. They want to do burial. Why can't you do the burial the way he can be able to afford? Why can't you do it in the way that he can be able to afford? Instead of selling land, selling properties when somebody died. He forget to sell that land, that property to save that person when he was alive, when she is alive. You know that when she is alive is when you will say thank you for what you have done for me. That person cannot tell you thank you. That person don't even know what you guys are doing again. So a lot of people go this far to borrow money to do burial. Why can't you buy caskets and bury the person the way you can be able to afford? This is a very common mistake our people do, more especially where I come from. So they use that to celebrate as if when they are doing marriage or doing anniversary, that kind of stuff. So you need to learn this. Stop it. Do as your power reach. Don't borrow money because of you want to bury somebody. Don't borrow money because don't go and sell properties because you want to spend. So this is a very common mistake because that property is sold or that money that hand is sold. It cannot bring it back. It cannot give you that dead person cannot even tell you thank you because you don't know what you are doing. So never you do that. It will not give you a credit. Okay, so this is things you don't need to do and borrow money because of all this. Do you understand me? So another one, you don't try to borrow money to satisfy your woman. Don't borrow money to satisfy your woman. If you're that type of man that you don't have much, do as your power reach. Don't let that woman to push you where you go and borrow money because of you needed pancakes, you needed eyeshadow, you needed wig, you needed clothes, you needed do buy the one you can be able to afford, even in your house. Never you borrow money. I'm not doing that. Don't borrow money for any because any of these things I just mentioned now. So be very, very careful. Be who you are. Don't change because you are under pressure. Do what you know how to do, what you can be able to do. Don't do all this. And if you watch this video and do what I just said, you come back and thank me. And God bless you as you share this video. Please like and share. And don't forget to also follow, okay? For the more for you to see more interesting video coming up, okay? You can also support this page with buying stars. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. See you in my next video.